data loading. That's what I was talking to you. So from the source system, using info package, the data is loaded to data source or PSA. From PSA, by reading transformation and by using DTP, the data is loaded to data target. The target, earlier it was DSO. From DSO, again by reading transformation, with the help of DTP, the data is getting loaded to data target. So that's what the target is here in InfoQ. Already we have uploaded some data, but I just want to tell you some settings here so that I will be comfortable. Already I have done that data load, still we can make it out. Let us see here. I just want to show you some status over here. Already we have uploaded it to InfoQ. Let us check it. Manage. Yeah, the request is compressed, and you can see the contents, InfoQ contents, and all. I told you how to verify your InfoQ contents. So this is our field selection for output. Select the required columns. So just go on with execute and execute. Yeah, we got the required record. What I'll do now, I'll just try to upload data once again, a new record from source to data source. From data source, upload to DSO. From DSO, I'll upload to InfoQ. So that is my requirement. So what I'll do, we don't have Excel here. Yeah, I think this is. Just remove all the records, and I'm trying to insert a new record, number 6, 2012, 01, 26, employee 100, product 14, sales is on 124, employee 500. I'm just speaking. Yeah, each revenue, cost, currency, record mode. Yeah. The save as format, you have to save it as CSV as usual. Same file, I'm just trying to replace. So let us load data from source file to data source. For that we need to schedule the info package. So already the flow is maintained. You can see the flow with DSO, InfoQ mapped with DSO, mapped with data source. This is the info package. Let us schedule this info package. You have to go by schedule, click on start. It says data was requested. So let's monitor it once. So one record, if you want to verify it in PSA. So I'm trying to verify the data in PSA. You can see the document in PSA. Let us upload data to see what to do. We have to schedule the DTP to load data to DSO. So just go with the DTP here, you can see here itself. Otherwise you can just go on with the, it is inactive. Is active, right? Why the status is inactive? Yeah. So see, this is data source to DSO, the DTP which is loading. Otherwise, so when you go on here to the monitor, default it's going to give you concern DTP. So just go with the display DTP. Here you can see source is data source, target is DSO. So this is the DTP which is feeding data from DSO to, data source to DSO. So associated DTP is default displayed. Just go on with execute and click on execute. So when you are trying out, try to load data with some lowercase and special chars and all. Try the data loads with special chars and lowercase letters. What happens? Let's follow it. You can see here. Do you want to display the status of the request? Yes, I want to display. Go on with, just go with yes. And you can see here. Go to target. So let us verify the data in target. The load is successful. And if you look over here, there is some status. This is your new request. And for that request, the data is not yet available for reporting, and even you don't have the status. So what is the status? This is known as Datamark Status. D status or Datamark Status of DS form, or Datamark Status of the source, you can say it as. And because of this status, we can come to know whether a request in DSO is updated to the target or not. We can verify whether a request in DSO is updated to the target or not. So for that, select your request, click on activate, select the request, click on start. So let it be activated first. I'm trying to activate data in DSO. After data loading, it has to be activated. Refresh, yeah, close it. Refresh it now. See, it is available for reporting, but still not yet uploaded to target. That is the reason why I don't have the status. Datamark status of the request. So let me load data from DSO to InfoCube now. I have to schedule the DTP, that's all. I have to schedule the DTP. Let me schedule it.
So, that Datamark status, how do we enable it, or it will get automatically enabled?
Automatic. It is automatic. If the data is loaded, it is automatic.
Okay. To InfoCube, right?
No, it is in DSO. It is updated in the source.
No, the status will get changed when the data is in moved to InfoCube, or?
Yeah, move to InfoCube only.
Okay.
That's right. Right, gone with. I'm trying to execute the DTP related to InfoCube. You can see source is DSO, target is InfoCube. And I told you, so different options, no update without master data. And there are some error handling options also. So when there are some error records, how you want to handle those records? Error handling deactivated. No records are updated, no reporting is possible. So in the error request, there could be some successful records, they are updated, but no reporting is possible. So again, we can see one more setting. Valid records update means successful records are loaded even they are available for reporting. So these are the different settings related to your request. No update, no reporting. Valid records update, but no reporting. valid records update, reporting possible. There are some settings. Go on with execute and go on with execute now. Go with yes. You can see go to target. Go to target. Now you can see 1 from 1. One record is transferred from source, one is added to the target. Go to contents, then click on InfoCube contents. Field selection for output. You have to select the required columns. Execute. We have to verify whether the new record is inserted or not. See, the new record. Right. So this is how you need to upload data from DSO to InfoCube, and if you want to see the status, 1 second, let me show you the status now. So DSO, right click manage, and you can see the status.
Okay.
Right. See, so far we are uploading the data from local workstation, right? So far we are just uploading the data from local workstation. Now just want to show you how to place a file in application server. How to place a file in application server. So first of all, find your application server directory. Find your application server directory. For that you have to use this transaction code AL11. AL11. Under that you have to find your directory underscore home. This is the directory for application server. Directory underscore home. Copy the text. Just copying the text. You can just go over here. Second step, find your source file path. Source file path. So let's say this is my file. Right click, go on with properties, copy the path. This is your location, just copy that. Third step, place it in application server by using a function module, SAP delivered function module. Standard function module SC37. The function module name is archive file underscore client underscore to underscore server. Archive file client underscore to underscore server. Let me do that. SC37 function modules. Just give the function module name. That's what go with. Execute. So it is asking for the source path and target path, including file extension you have to maintain. Maintain source and target paths, including file extension. Let me copy this first. This is my application server. So this is my target path. So just give that backslash the file name sales.csv which I want to create. The file name sales.csv, right? And asking for the source path. Copy that. Just copy it and give that I'm gone with, once again, the file name. This is mandatory, sales.csv. Now click on execute. So if it gives seconds, means the file is placed. The file is placed in application server. If you want to verify, go on to the application server AL11. You can see directory underscore home, directory underscore home. Double click on it. Now you can find your file, sales.csv. Sales. See on the top, you can see now. If you want to display the content, double click. Whatever record is there, it's going to display. So now the file is placed in application server. That's okay. Now we need to change the file location. Fourth step. Change the file location in info package as well as data source also. Change the file location in data source and info package and manual. We need not to change. It should be changed automatically. Info package. Go by workbench. This is our data source. First of all, you have to change it in data source. In extraction tab, change mode, you have to go by change mode. Here you can see load text type file from application server. Text type file from application server. Now asking for the file path. This is AL11 files. AL11 files, and you can see directory underscore home. Double click on it. Now you can find your file, sales.csv. Yeah, you can see last. Double click on that file, go with copy the name. Add a rows to be ignored 1 as well. Just go on with activate. Continue. In the same way, we have to change the location in info package. If you're creating new info package, we need not to change it manually. This is info package. Double click on it. If it is a new info package, default it's going to take it out. Already we have created this. That is the reason why it's taking the older one only. So change it to, once again, same thing, A11 files, directory underscore home, find the file. Double click on it. Copy the name. Add a rows to be ignored 1. And here, just go on to the, see, so far we are scheduling immediately. Now we can select it in background. If it is a local workstation, we cannot schedule it in background. Only if it is there in application server, then only it can be scheduled through background. Start later in background and immediate. As I mentioned, the delta loads are at regular intervals like hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, like this. If you want to go on with repeated job, you have to go by periodic jobs and maintain periodic values. You can see hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and other period. whatever period you want to go on, just go on. So I'm not setting any job here. Since it's going to dawn your system, don't select here, and the live only can select. Select and save it. So don't select here and deselecting this flag, then save it. Click on save it. That's all. This is how you need to place a file in application server, and we have to schedule it in background. So what is the advantage? What is the advantage of placing a file in application server? File can be scheduled in background. File can be scheduled in background. So which can be included to process chains. Can be included to process chains. File can be scheduled in background and it can be included to process chains. Loading performance is improved definitely if it is a background job. Loading performance is improved. And the file can be accessible to all the users with respect to the client system shutdown and all. It doesn't matter. File can be accessible to all the users. Right, and yeah, it can be scheduled through process chain. That's point I told. Right. These are all the different advantages. Normally in the live, always the file is in application server. We don't keep it in local workstation since it is an additional work to you. So I just want to make it simple. That's why first I have scheduled from local workstation. Then I have given some separate this thing, how to place a file in application server. Now in the live, the file should be there in application server itself. Any questions?
So Sriram, when you place the file every time, since we are giving the file name, it will be the same file name, right? It will
actually what happens for the same file using third-party tools, the data is dumped. Same file name is going to be most of the time same.
Okay.
If it is a different file name, you have to use some start routine as part of info package to select your file name dynamically. Not the start routine, info package routine, that is. You have to use a routine.
Okay, got it.
Which can be selecting the files dynamically.
Means in the real time, will they change the file name after, like a backup sort of thing, right, Sriram? Will they change the file name once it is complete?
Normally, we don't change the file names.
Okay.
The file name is going to be standard.
Okay.
Since the info package identifies by using your file name only.
Okay.
Normally it is not advisable. If it is mandatory, we can use some routine which can select the file. Let's say every day I am getting a new file with the same name, a date name.
Mm-hmm.
So we can write a routine to select the file which is there with current date.
Okay, that's fine.
Like this.
Sriram, this is Vikas. I have one question.
Yeah, because
See, you said the advantages of placing a file in server is it can be accessed by many users, right? But will there not be a contention, like if different applications?
that convention is going to be there. That's what I was mentioning. Clients, if the client system is shut down.
Okay. So like how
That's
do you
right.
handle this contention thing? Is there a way to handle this? Like,
That is done by your networking team.
okay.
Fine. Yeah, any more? So that's all for today, and we'll continue on Monday.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll transfer this file now. I'm closing the meeting and I'll transfer the file. Right. Then.
Sure,
Bye.
sure, Sriram. Thank you. Bye.
The organizer